So welcome to the pod, guys. Mir Fontane right there on the left. And then Mir Pesos in the middle.
Yeah, what's going on?
And then Wayne Campbell, Mr. Wayne on the sticks on the right. So, guys, the reason why we wanted to get you on the podcast is, first of all, you guys are family. You know, we've had Mir Fontane on before. Wayne has been on as well. So we wanted to just talk about what's going on. So the big thing right now is Cardi B drops Up, right? And then I'm getting text messages literally like Friday morning of like the side-by-side between the song that you guys created, Pesos and Fontane, and how the similarities to that song. And it's not like a little similarity. It's like the same rhythm, cadence. Right. Mir Fontane, we talked about this, how you are known for your melodies. That's what you do, you know. Right. Everything that you put out is very catchy, and we've talked about that before. So there was a very distinct melody to, you know, your song that is very similar in Cardi B's song. So obviously there's been some discrepancies regarding who dropped what, who copied who. I saw you guys going back and forth on Twitter. I kind of first want to start off by asking, how did the song get created? Like, who came up with the concept? Who came up with the beat? Who recorded what? Who wrote down who was in the room? Like, those kinds of questions to just set the scene to how this song came about.
I'm gonna give you my point of view. Then I'm gonna let him take over right where he needs to take over. It started like, I got a song, Garnett probably know, I got a song called The Peso James. There's no hook, it's straight like an intro. Like, I really go straight in. Like, as you can see on the Stuck song, I go straight in without the hook. I was doing that, trying to create part two of my first one. Of course, with this guy, Wayne on the stick, he do all my beats. So, you know, of course, we're kicking it. And we're just going, it's in a zone. I got a couple of my boys with me, you know, Savage Posse. Bro come in, it's my bro. We ain't never do a song together, but he always pop in on the studio with me, you know what I'm saying? He you know, he give me advice because he's been in this game a little longer than me. So he come in, you know what I mean, like a mentor almost. Like, he come in and let me sure, you know, I'm doing my thing. But the way I was on that beat, I seen him like, and it's stuck, like, and it's stuck. But I'm recording, so I'm just still going. But when I sit next to him, I let while Wayne mixing, I sit next to him, and then he up and it's stuck. So I'm like, all right, go ahead, bro. And then I let him, he take it from there.
So pretty much, if you've been following me, you know everything that I went through, as far as like the losses that the team took and stuff like that. So at this time, I'm going through like some mental depression. You know what I mean? I'm debating whether or not I want to even do music anymore. So this is why this memory is so vivid to me. Wayne invites me over because he says him and Pace and everybody's at the studio. So I pull up, I get there, and Pesos is already recording. And this is around April. This is like beginning of my birthday month, right? So I pull up and he's recording and I'm listening to what he got or whatever. And I'm like, this beat crazy and what he's saying is hard. And he just was floating on it. So, you know, me, I didn't come there to do music. So like he said, I was always around, but I was never really making records. So I didn't come there expecting that we was going to cut a record. And plus, me and Pace never did a song before, so I was just letting him do his thing. So as he gets done, he sits down, and it's like, I wasn't trying to get on the song because I wasn't trying to make music, but he was like, man, you got something, go and do it. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? You about to get one of my rare last hooks and stuff like that. That's how I was coming at that time, because it was like I was really on some fuck life shit damn there. So I actually do the thing right off the top because it's a real simple hook I didn't even have to write. So I just did that. And the whole fucking room just was going crazy. Like, oh, this is wild. This is wild. That song and that connection and the chemistry we had reminded me of kind of the chemistry that me and Ish have as well. So it was like, this is dope. You know what I mean? We should continue making music. You might as well just do an EP, because Pace got the streets. And I was just coming out of music retirement damn near. It was like, all right, I'm going to really just step head first into what made me me and make my element. You know what I mean? So we did that. And from April all summer, we performed the record. You know what I mean? We were just, because everybody was just loving the song everywhere around the city, as far as everybody that heard it. before it dropped.
And this is in Camden, New Jersey.
This is in Camden,
right?
So
which is very close to New York.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So fast forward, I want to say probably like the end of July. Pace calls me over to State Street, which is it's a street in Camden, and he's shooting a video for his song Pocket Rocket Pace. You know what I mean? And he told me to just pop out for the video. I was just gonna pop out or whatever. I come through and everybody there knows about the song that we have already. So they're like, yo, y'all both here. Y'all might as well just shoot the video. I'm like, right here, the lighting bad and everything. You know what I mean? So it was like, fuck it, let's just do it. It was just on the street at night. It was impromptu. So we did that. And that's how you get the release on August 6th, where we previewed the song that we've been recording. You know what I mean? So that's what I was referring to on Twitter when you saw me and Cardi kind of having a little exchange of words. But yeah, that's pretty much how the song came about. And we didn't record the official video till like around Labor Day and not Labor Day, it was around Peso's birthday party.
Yeah, it was around my birthday.
He told me to come. It was the same situation. He told me come through. I was there to party or whatever. We end up just having a conversation like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? Just building each other up like we usually do, just in the kitchen though. And Wayne had the camera. So Stuck comes on in the song and everybody in the party's just lit or whatever. Wayne got the camera. So we just chopping it up like for a recap for his birthday party. That's how it started out. Like it was lit. And it only started out with just me and him in the kitchen. That's how you get that one scene where it's just me and him. And as we kept on shooting scenes, we were like, might as well shoot the video. People just kept on following them behind us, and it just became that element of that whole energy of that situation. It was really up and it was really stuck. You know what I mean? So it was just like, let's just do it. We was just feeling ourselves that night. And that's how we got that September release on YouTube. Ever since then, we just been performing it.
I've known all of you guys for a pretty long time. Mir Pesos, we literally go back to elementary school. It's so good and refreshing to see you guys working and to see you guys being professionals about everything. What I wanted to ask is like, just tell me the progressions, I guess, like through moods from first finding out, that she has a song that's similar, then to, finally recognizing like, hold on, wait, that's my shit. Like,
I was on my way to there's a Jersey meets Atlanta. It was Jersey meets Atlanta this last week, well, this week that just passed. So I was already on my way to Atlanta to perform. So what's that, Friday? I was supposed to get on the plane by 5 o'clock. So I wake up a little early, 3 o'clock. I got to be there early. So when I wake up, I see Wayne text me and Mir in a group with just the video. And he like, yo, you seen this? So I'm kind of asleep, like, and I usually don't even pay attention to videos like that. When somebody say, oh, this sound like your song, bro, it don't even sound like my song. So I won't even look at the video most of the time. But it came from him. And then I see him say, yo, why you send me this and not text me back? So that made me look at the video like, all right, but what they talking about that they so up? They're mad about at 4 in the morning. Like, so I look at it, then I see my Twitter. At the same time, I see Twitter, like, I just made that Twitter in August. I had 190 followers. Like, so I'm like, why is my Twitter going up? I just made this. So now I'm looking at it. So now I go back and click on the video, and I'm looking at the video. Then it's, wherever the song I was going. So I'm like, and then when I seen it with our video combined with it, I said, oh no. Everybody know me. I'm a jokester. I'm a jokester. So in my head, I'm like, yo, somebody owe me some money. And I just went with my in my head, and I had 190 followers. So I just put that to people in the hood. Whoever followed me is from my area. They from Camden. So when I posted that, I'm just like, yo, this was for Camden. They know what I'm talking about. Right. Man, I got, how to plane, you got to put on airplane mode. Right. I sent that out. I put on airplane mode. I landed in Atlanta. It was at 20K. I go get my bags. I'm at 100K. I said, nah, I said, oh no, this is real. They know what I'm talking about. I felt like people agreed with me when they started going viral. That's all it was. Like, oh, y'all agree with me. Yeah. All right, I'm not tripping.
I think one of the things that I noticed is that when this first came out, so many people, as soon as it came out, people were talking about like the song, oh, this is cool, this is cool. Then the very next day, it was like, no, this is stolen. Like this is somebody else's work, so forth and so on. And so many people that I know, like local rappers and stuff, like they were saying this and there was so much support behind you guys for this. Like I know a lot of times this happens and it just goes away. But like the support that you guys had was like it was out of control. It really just did not stop.
Jersey, right?
Yeah. And the question that I have for you guys is that, like, I mean, obviously this isn't something that you wanted to happen to you, but like for other people who are listening and who want to like make sure this doesn't happen to them, like what would you recommend? Like what would you suggest to them?
Keep documentation of all your recorded sessions and all of that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you're gonna be doing snippets, make sure you got your paperwork and all that cleared away, and be wary of the people that surround you, because you don't know who they work with and who they know and stuff like that, and then you end up in situations.
You know what's crazy? That's a perfect segue, because I've interviewed Cardi B a couple of times. I like Cardi. She's a very real person,
I love her.
You know, and she said something, I'm sure you do.
I love her. I don't blame her. I don't blame her.
Right. Yeah. And that's where kind of I was going with this. She said on Twitter, like, look, if I was inspired by you, I would have paid you. You know, she got the bread. It's nothing but a check. Here, I like your song. Right. Let me take it. Here's your bread. Is there a possibility that because you guys were performing this and it was out there, that someone that worked with her heard it and then used it? Because when I look at who produced the song and who wrote her song, I'm going to drop some names on here, right? So this was produced not by Cardi B, by a guy named Sean Island, DJ Swanko, and Young Dizza. It was written by G6, Sean Island, Partisan Fontaine, Young Dizza, DJ Swanko. That's a lot of people that worked on this song. Mm-hmm. So is that a possibility? Could some of these people have been in your session or at, you know, when you were performing this? Like, is that a possibility?
It's a fact. It's not a possibility.
Oh.
You know, we got receipts for a lot of things.
Yeah.
You notice I'm real quiet on social media on the subject right now. And like bro said, we're not really mad at it. I already was in the middle of doing my rollout. You know what I mean? I got an album about to drop, but it's more so of a fact than a possibility at this point. Too many coincidences and stuff like that. We get to it when we get to it. And but I'm not gonna say too much and show too much, but right. Definitely, I've definitely been around people who work with Cardi B.
Okay.
And not only is this, you know, the first time that, you know, this has happened, you know, to you, Mir. You know, I know, you know, Wayne as well. Pesos, I'm pretty sure, you know, you just said text messages and stuff like that. The fact that this is a possibility that it's actually happened, I think is wild. And it also happened to another, you know, fellow artist that I know, Jace Harley, with Donald Glover, you know, so it's like, I know Wayne and Pesos, y'all were up to Def Jam multiple times on multiple different occasions. I'm pretty sure playing music for people, you know, so the fact that everybody's kind of closer than you think, and, you know, you read by the internet and people try to throw dates out to try to, hey, no, that can't be possible. Look, he dropped this on September 15th when it's clear that he just said he posted it on August 6th. So why are you like playing with the dates and the words and stuff like that? But I do think the community is a lot closer. The music community is a lot closer than the average person can see.
Right.
Mir, one of the things that you said was that before this whole thing happened, like you were on some stuff where you're like, I don't even know if I want to do music or anything like that anymore. Does this, and then you got back into it, you made this song, which is obviously a good song. Does this help you want to do music more, or does this deter you more? Like, how do you, like, what is your mental state now as far as music goes? Because one of the things I thought about with you was when we interviewed you before, you talked about how connected you were with the youth, which I thought was extremely like powerful. And I just think that your voice is needed. So that's why I'm asking that.
I want to say my mental space right now, it took me a while to pretty much dig myself out of that hole that is depression. And a lot that helped me with that was pretty much my fans and my supporters, and how they would randomly reach out to me and let me know how my music was changing their life, or it was getting them through tough times, things like that. Pretty much similar situations to what I was going through. So it was more so like, if anything, I was living for them, and so my music can pretty much live on for as long as it could. I feel like right now I already was on the mission to pretty much just do this album. And in the sense, back in April, it was going to be my last album. But right now I'm more energized to pretty much continue doing what I want to do. I feel like I found my sound really with this next project. I got back to my own roots, my own elements. I stopped trying to make music not to miss and started writing for my heart. And I just feel like it feels so much better and it sounds so much better.
So moving forward, what does this teach you guys? Like, I don't know if you copy wrote the song, but obviously, you know, this really exposes how important the business side of music is. And Wayne and I have had a lot of conversations about the business side of music. You know, what does this situation teach you from that aspect?
You want to take it?
You want to take the stage? I ain't we hear from Wayne.
It teaches us that we lit.
I was about to ask you, Wayne. We definitely need to hear something from you. I really just think it's a really good energy around. I ran into Mir Fontane not too long ago, and he woke up to a surprise from Tyreek Hill, who plays for the Kansas City, who was streaming his song one day, and he didn't know. And then now, Mir Pesos and me and Campbell wake up. And now, they're getting kind of the same surprise where it's almost like you said, it's just confirmation that you guys are on the right path and doing the right thing.
Facts. Like, if anything, this just taught us, well, one, to be grateful that you have the knowledge to know about having your business in order. Two, if anything, it just give us the battery in our back to know that we have the potential to make a #1 record in America.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the world, you can go crazy if we got the recognition and the support behind it. So if anything, we just try to look at it from a different light. You know what I mean? We just appreciating all of this pretty much.
So let me ask you, I heard this song on the radio all weekend, right? So how do you guys feel? Like the first time you hear the song, have you heard it on the radio? Like, what is your reaction to that?
I was in a club in Atlanta and they played it at the after party. But
Right.
My bad. At all the other clubs, they didn't play that. They played mine, so I was performing. But the after party, they played that, and I'm just sitting there. But my boys looking at me. But I'm tired, mind you. I just did 2 shows. I've been in the after party. This is Atlanta. They party until 6 in the morning. I'm really tired, but they thinking I'm sad. I'm like, bro, everybody know how I am because of this gift. I call it a gift. Only thing I'm upset about is the fact that, like, say if I went to go perform in Alaska or something, they know her version. Yeah. So when I go perform, it just look like I mimic her, when that's not the case. Right. So that's all I look. That's all I look at. Like, no, that's my respect. Yeah, my recognition.
Yeah, it's fair. Well, this isn't really a question, but recognition-wise, so like I love the song, and like my last name is Stuckey, so I'm going to use that as a theme song for me, but I'm going to use your version. So that's the recognition.
I appreciate it, bro.
What's this that you guys aren't allowed to perform it?
Who said that?
Who said that?
I just read something like that. No, is that false?
Oh, they can't.
Okay.
I just did it this week.
Okay, good.
I just did it this week. That's cat. Yeah.
Right.
And what happened to the rapper weed? Spark that back up. Where is that?
I was waiting on Trey. He put my guts. I got the light. I was kind of trying to give him the eyes, like give my guts.
Let's get the vibes right up in here. You see what I'm Simpsons.
Yo, what does up and is stuck mean to you? Because, I didn't realize it was a term until this song came out. Then I started Googling it. Like, what is...
If you got any type of situation with me, if you make it that, it's going to be stuck. Any situation. Whatever situation you want to make it, it's stuck with me. Either good or bad, and you can't change it. I'm not one of them turn back around type of people.
Right.
Once it's up, it's stuck. That's it.
Guys feel, I guess, just having to go back and forth with, just some of the people that just won't, see your side at all. That's just coming to, Cardi's defense. Basically just being more fans and not seeing it objectively, saying, she's just saying the same words that you're saying, but, everybody says that. Like, how do you guys deal with that?
Here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up because I want to make this very clear. I don't mean to give you away, twin, but I want to make this very clear.
He's like, let me go in the camera.
Because it's like they're not hearing me, and I feel like this is the platform where I can say it, because I'm not going to respond on Twitter. Listen to me. I do not care. We do not claim to coin the phrase. We never said anything about the phrase or what she's saying. Up if it's stuck, it could have came from, I heard it's from Louisiana, anywhere. I'm going to tell you, Mir Fontane heard it first from Travis Scott on featuring Young Thug out west. You know what I mean? First time I heard it, thought it was cool. You know what I mean? So I don't care if she said up if it's stuck, ducks in the truck, shots in the butt. It's the way you said it.
Right.
How you say it.
Yep.
Wayne's 808s, the hi-hats, all of that is literally, it sounded like a YouTube version of our record. And I get that all the time. People will just be like, oh, this sounds like you, or this guy sounds like he has your flow, or he's trying to bite your style. And I'm like, that's a reach every time. I get one of those at least once a month. And I'm like, that's a reach. So when I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and people that I respect their opinion on are telling me, nah, this is one of them. And I listen to it and I'm like, yeah, this is not a reach at all. And then I put it on Twitter to get maybe a couple of opinions, and I end up getting hundreds of thousands of opinions.
2 million.
Millions.
It's looking crazy. And then just for me to be just little old me, you know what I mean? And then you reply to me. That's what made it hot.
Yes.
That's in less than 24 hours. That's what made it hot. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm looking at all of these connections to the camp and stuff. And I'm like, nah, this, because like you said, Garnett, it's not the first time it happened to me. You know what I mean? I'm not getting no younger either. And it's like, you're not just going to keep on taking music from me and taking food out of my mom's mouth, potentially. You know what I mean? Yeah. So y'all, wow, you got to stand up on your music at one point. You got to stand on this art. This is what we're here for. It's artist to artist. Like I said, I'm not mad at Cardi B. I just feel like some fishy stuff going on with the people around her.
Yeah, it's too coincidental. I mean, you previewed it on August 6th. She previewed it on August 7th. You guys recorded it in April.
April 2nd.
You've been performing it. You know, I'm sure there's video of you guys performing it. All this is evidence.
Yeah.
You know, all of it is evidence in, you know, it had time to travel from Camden, New Jersey to New York or wherever with April, May, June, July, August. That's 5 months. You know, that you've been performing it, and someone could have heard it and did something, who knows? But Wayne, you're the producer of this song. Like, what's your take on all of this?
Like Mina said, it couldn't have came at a crazier time. Like, you know, our studio just got shut down. So my boy actually let us record in his garage. That's why Mir was like, what the fuck? Y'all tripping? But you know what I'm saying? Was just making beats in the garage. And everybody's cold and freezing, but this song is like giving us some kind of hope. Like, damn, yo, like this shit is hard. I don't give a fuck where we at right now. This is hard, you know?
Yeah.
And to see it become something incredible and then ripped at the same time afterwards, it's like it's fucked up.
Maybe this is a sign for you guys to keep going. You know, everybody, it seems like, was in a tough spot, you know, and
definitely.
And
I've been telling people we make Billboard music. It just don't reach the people.
Yeah,
it reached the people.
Reached them, and it
got up and it got stuck.
You know, a flat, you know what I'm saying?
You're not dealing with no, like what they call one hit wonders. You're dealing with some. We always have potential. Like, they know about our city. Garnett will tell you, around here, they love us. Like, you know, our music, I mean a lot. So when you took that from the city,
you took it from us.
All of that.
Everybody felt it.
I think it's very evident on Twitter too. Like the responses that I've seen on Twitter, it's very evident that you guys definitely have a major fan base behind you for sure.
Definitely.
So have you guys tried to reach out to her and like resolve it before you got to take it to where it needs to go?
We letting our team handle all that.
Okay, good.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm just being an artist. I will continue to be an artist.
That's all I do is make music.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get into none of that.
Right.
I ain't go to school for that.
The one thing about her though, I do think that Cardi should just say like, I didn't know. You know what I mean? You know you didn't write it. So it is okay to be like, it came from someone else. I did not know. Instead of being like, like you could do that and it'll be okay. Like, I did not write it.
You had to call it little boy. Like, you could have said you didn't know. Like,
she did a live and she said that, you know, Offset kind of came up with it on a riff. So I don't, you know, Like he was kind of playing with it,
She
but
gonna get credit.
oh yeah, that's a good, yeah. She said it on a live that Offset was there kind of playing with like the up and the stuck. But you're right. There's no credit to Offset.
If you listen to her live, she's rapping our version of the hook. Yeah. It's not the version that came out.
The one with Megan.
So it's
look
like
at the one with Megan. Look at her.
Yeah, the one that's going around like they said.
Yeah.
It's not even the same version.
It's literally our version.
Simplified.
But then on the one that actually released, they just added like an extra up. It's like an extra up.
Like an extra 3 ups.
It's like an extra 3 ups.
Yeah, and then some beats, some like it has like a lower register. You know, it's the beat cadence sounds similar, but there's a beat under it. I'm not a producer, so Wayne,
sped it up a little bit.
Right, you could enlighten, but I could hear like
it's mixed levels.
Right.
Yeah, ours are more dramatic. Theirs are like tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Give them boys their money.
Composition.
What'd you say, Dex?
Say, Cardi, give them boys their money. Stop playing. Like enough is enough. It's stuck.
It's up and it's stuck.
I wanted to ask, I guess, just all three. You know, you guys are, you know, from the same area. Clearly, you guys are working together, doing some positive things. Like what comes out like after this? Like, what's the next step for you guys having this platform?
Like before this, I threw an event in my neighborhood. I threw a basketball event. I gave money out to the winners. I threw a showcase in my hood. This is just me, independent, like out my pocket. So I'm gonna continue to put on for my city. We need change up here. So that's what I'm gonna do with the light I got.
It's a battery to change things, you know?
Facts. You just gotta continue being an inspiration. Like everything we do, somebody's looking up to us. You know what I mean? You gotta stay mindful of that. You gotta lead by example. I'm a firm believer in that. And as far as what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just continue doing what we already had planned. And we just got more eyes on us, more listeners, and hopefully they love what they hear and what they happen to stumble upon just because of the situation.
Right, and your following is growing too, right, Mir? I mean, all of your following have significantly
on
grown.
all platforms, and like it's mad love on my new single that I just dropped, and they're pretty much reflecting on the fact like how they even got here from the Cardi B situation, and it's just sometimes it's a little overwhelming. It's a beautiful thing for real.
How about streams? Are you seeing an increase in streams?
Absolutely. Like I feel like when this first started, we were like at 7K last time I checked, and then like right now pushing like 150K.
Wow.
Even though I think somebody's slowing we should be at least 1 million. I think $1 million.
Pesos, you sound like a lot of fun. I want to come hang out with you.
I make gangster party music. I'm always lit. Like I promise you, I'm lit.
Wait, but am I gonna get shot if I come out with you? Like, what kind of vibe?
Just wait it back. Look, you know what I'm saying?
We got security. So
okay.
You come out, we good. You good? So we got very good security. You fine.
So Mir, you got a project coming out, right? Talk about that.
I'm dropping my project beginning of March called Melody Monsters. Like an anticipated project. A lot of my fans been waiting on it. And I feel like it's my most personal, most introspective project. I had to dig deep to actually find like myself and put it into music. I feel like it's my best form of that. I consider this my first album since it's my first 40-minute project. And I'm just happy and excited for everybody to hear it and get some feedback. Hopefully I can help save some lives. A lot of people are waiting for the music, and I know what my music does for a lot of people. So I look at it as some form of medicine or some form of therapy for a lot of people. So I'm trying to get that back to the people right now.
How about you guys? What are you guys working on?
Well, me and Sticks, this is my partner in crime. This is my young chop. We about to drop, after bro. I'm gonna let bro, get his. But I got probably 2 singles. I'm gonna let my self-named single Pocket Rocket Pace. I'm gonna let that go. Y'all can check that video. That's going up too. I'm getting ready to drop another single soon right after that. And I'm going to get ready to drop my self-named Pocket Rocket Face album out soon. Let the world know what's going on in the hood.
And Wayne, can you talk? Because Wayne is a man of few words, but he's so ridiculously talented. Like, literally.
Videos, produce everything.
Right.
He fixed cars.
Wait a minute. I didn't know that.
He fixed broke heaters. Like, I seen him do it all. Like, no cap.
And he's a resident Starbucks connoisseur.
He gonna get a sponsor from Starbucks when he get there. You know me, and you know how he be in Starbucks.
Yo, one day I hadn't seen Wayne in a couple of months, and I'm walking to the Starbucks, and there's Wayne. It's like 100 degrees outside. I'm like, Wayne, why are you walking outside of the Starbucks? It's 100 degrees out here.
That's his therapy.
Yeah,
Listen,
you know I gotta feel the people.
Wayne always got a book bag on him, and inside of that book bag is mad books that he can read. That's all he do is read. He walk around with his laptop.
Hey, yo, man, y'all know me so well. This is bad.
Wait, so what you got coming up next?
Mina, we about to see.
Wayne don't
We
know.
are about to see. But I'm excited for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's always something, but I'm excited.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. You know, I'm sorry this happened to you, but you know, and everything that happens, there's a blessing. And you know, you guys really just mentioned all of these amazing things. I mean, Mir Fontane, you were not in a good place, you know, and this gives you validation that you should continue going. And you know, Pesos, you talked about how your following is going up. Like,
I lost my father too during this pandemic too. Yeah.
Was it to COVID?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, babe.
You know, my guys keep me strong.
Yeah. Well, this is a blessing in disguise, probably. You know, I believe that. So
Absolutely.
Good luck, guys. You know, it sounds like you got your receipts.
Definitely do. Thanks for having us. For real.
Thank you, Mina.
No problem.
Oh, you guys. See? Thanks.
Bye, guys. Love you.
All right, take care.